Oh, that's... Alright. Can you glean that from what exactly? Choice of weapon? Well, I am a historian. Oops. It is, of course, all knowledge gleaned from musty scrolls and tomes. The ancient texts claim that the Crystal Towers, defended by the Champions of Veld, resurrected and augmented through the Algan's extraordinary technology. See if you need to see this. The fuck? Looking pretty good, looking pretty good. So good of you to join us, AOD. Our meeting would be dull indeed without a full account of your experiences in the labyrinth. Take a moment to collect yourself, and when you are ready we shall debate how to proceed. Ambrose will be residing of the meeting. If you would be so kind as to inform him of your readiness to proceed. Welcome back, AOD. I've just been reading about your encounter in the Labyrinth of the Ancients. Alright. According to AOD's accounts, the defenses were most active. Disturbingly, his report also mentions a violent encounter with a sentry heavily augmented by Algan technology. In short, our misgivings were well founded. The Crystal Tower was not simply thrust above ground by the chaotic shifting of Earth, it has been awoken. If, as seemingly increasingly likely, the secrets should prove to be too dangerous for the world, we will have no choice but to contain them. Short of leveling the place, this will almost certainly involve returning its mechanisms to a state of dormancy. To do that, however, we first need to address the question of how they work. A question to which we must surely be weighing inside the tower. In conclusion, that is where we must go. Task rather easier said than done if the perils of the labyrinth are any indication. Then I move that all further exploration of the tower be delayed until such time as an exhaustive analysis of structures have been completed. Don't forget about us. Backbreaking chores time. Ah, he's pouting. As an observer, I'm not strictly speaking subject to your authority. Why, hello there. Such a terrible mess. Yes, it does leave the door wide open, so to speak. One cannot be helped but impressed. I'm beginning to understand the reliance you place on adventurers, old friend. I believe the fates had conspired to deny me my rewards once again, but it seemed they had a greater destiny in mind for me. Hello. We're doing the Crystal Tower raids. Alright, Zeph's in the party. Now we just need to find player search. Ah, 'tis you, my friend. You are doubtless eager to hear of our progress on the Crystal Tower. Excellent. I shall be disappointed to hear otherwise. Of course, disappointed is the word of the day, I fear. I'm ashamed to say there's nothing worthwhile to report. There must be a way in. Perhaps we can be of assistance. And you are? We are scholars of the Algan civilization, sent by the students of Aldosian to aid in your endeavor. My eye burns. What is it, Graha? 'Tis nothing. There was a pain, but it has subsided. Well, this is rather unexpected. Your right eye is the same as ours. The same? You have the Allegan eye, too? This Sagnan hue is said to be a trait unique to Allegans, and I inherited from my father as he did from his. Only one child in a single generation is born with the eye. All my life I have sought to learn the truth of its manifestation. If there's aught you know, I implore you to tell me. My deepest apologies, but we have no answers for you. Only one thing is certain: those who possess the trait are bound by fate to Alag. As your eye has placed you on the path you walk, so too we have come to fulfill our destiny. Absurd though it may sound, it is the truth. Alrighty. Crystal Gate. Here we go. You have friends from the students, you say? That's cool. Some old faces to lift the spirit, and a couple of new ones besides. Allow me to introduce Une and Doga. They are scholars of ancient Alag sent here by our friends of Baldessian to aid in the investigation. We understand you're having trouble circumventing the tower's defenses. It is our hope we can be of some small assistance. If your tires ought to go by, your assistance should prove invaluable indeed. If you're thinking to force it to save your strength, it's no use. Just ask the calluses on my hands. Rest assured, we do not mean to waste our strength. Indeed, why should we exert ourselves when the gate will open of its own accord? I don't think any of us expected that to happen. There it is. Seven hells, what is this? What did you do? Who, what? What are you? Piercing the heavens and gathering the light, a symbol of mankind's glory and might. Its virtue guarded by gates impregnable only to those of royal blood answerable. Exactly as passed down through legend, I am delighted to see. Beg pardons for interrupting your bewilderment. I couldn't help but notice the remarkable playthings you've acquired. Nero, you're still alive? Garland, Garland, if I didn't know any better, I would say you weren't happy to see me. Ah, by jest. In light of our recent meetings, you have every right to be wary. But rest assured I am no longer a threat to you. My legion is for all intents and purposes defunct, and my association with it means a tight noose awaits me back in Garlemald. So I've been roaming this land Eorzea, regular internment. In the course of my wanderings, I chanced to catch wind of your latest venture. It sounded positively fascinating, so I decided to come here and join you. You mean to say that these two are descended from Algan royalty? Oh, I suggest nothing so glamorous. To put it plain, they are imitations of royalty, living keys born of Algan ingenuity. Clones, I believe, is the name your creators gave your kind, is it not so? It would seem that the time for concealment is past. Pray, accept our apologies. It was not our intent to deceive. We simply wish to avoid causing undue alarm by prematurely making what many would consider deranged claims. If it please you, let us return to the 8 Sentinels. There's much more to tell. Very well. Seven hells, do you seriously mean to follow us around? Come, Garland, you know me better than to think I spoke in jest. What more will it take us to be reconciled? The gifts, perhaps? An Algan tombstone. It holds the information I just shared with you and a deal more besides. It used to be the jealously guarded property of this 14th Legion, but it's yours now. I wish you joy of it. I look forward to working together, old friend. He certainly changed his tune to a suspicious degree. You're ready to listen. You should tell you all. As it pertains closely to your investigation, your leader, Rembros, maybe should be present. The Algan Empire reached its end long before our kind came into being. In that glorious age, the Crystal Tower stood as the symbol of Algan pride. Parents took their children there that they may learn how the nigh limitless energy produced brought prosperity to the whole empire. The prosperity, however, bred decadence, and the empire began to show signs of stagnation. This decline was made all the more rapid for want of strong leadership. In a matter of generations, the Algan civilization became a pale shadow of its former self. Its gleaming cities fell in disrepair, and its frontier lands were given over to the wilderness. Lamenting the pitiful state of affairs, one technologist made it his mission to restore Alak to greatness. Ammon was his name, and he believed that the alien empire wanted for but a potent ruler, and none was more potent than its founding father, who he sought to resurrect. Its founding father, he cannot mean Emperor Zandi. Aye, Zandi returned from the grave and resumed his throne once more. And true to Ammon's prediction, the Emperor restored his realm to the glory it once knew. Would that he could have been satisfied with it. With that. Darkness again? Seven hells, what is it with megalomaniacal rulers turning to darkness in their lust for power? Well, at least this one won't be bothering us, being thousands of years dead and all. Thus, Sandy is very much alive. Within Sirius Tower he still abides, his ambition burning all the more ardently for his empire's collapse. Gotta save the world again. Alright. He's scheming. He's a schemer boy. Oh, he says nothing. Interesting. He's looking back now. Wait, there's something I must know. My right eye is like yours. Does this mean? You inherited the trait from your father, you said. Know that clones are unable to bear offspring. You have no cause for concern. The elegant eye, you called it, but to us it is a royal eye, owing to the fact that the trait manifests itself only in those possessed of royal blood. I cannot well explain why the eye runs in your line, but I'm disinclined to think it a coincidence. Though you are doubtless impatient to learn the truth, pray have patience. All will be revealed in due time. Alright, be right back. Alright, let's do this. Alright. Alright, I'm Becky. Let's do this. Nod, nod. Your task is to eliminate all hostile elements within the structure, Sandy himself included. This will afford us the chance to seal off the facility. May the crystal grant you strength. Let's do this. The duty finder has been updated with a new regular duty. The Sirius Tower. Skyrius Tower. All right, let's do this. Alrighty. Alrighty, let's do this. Right. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. That was my bad. Walk of shame. I was not paying enough attention, I don't think. Alright. Oh, hello there. Alright. Da 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 da. Alright, we're doing pretty good. Alright, doing pretty good. I think we're doing pretty good. I couldn't say. Oh hey, it's a ready dragony. Da 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 da. Oh hey, it's Mr. Weird Man and his weirdness. What the heck? All right. All right. Doing pretty good, I think. Drink of water time. Hello, Mr. Emperor person. Alright, we're doing pretty good. Come on, we can do it. Alright, we're alive. Yes! Nice. Nice, gotta come in. Spooky darkness. AOD. You did. You defeated Emperor Zandi. Empires may rise and fall, but man's indefatigable spirit ever lives on. Truly, you are the champion we hoped for, AOD Levens. With Emperor Zandi now at rest, his dark legacy may be undone. He's in his outfit now. What are you playing at now, Nero? The distortion, what is it? The power that Zandy sought to obtain comes from the void, the world of darkness, our people called it. And the true power of that power was none other than armies of Voidsent. Voidsent feed on Ether, as may already know, and no planes richer than it than ours. In exchange for their allegiance, Zandy entered an unholy covenant. He would open a gate through which the Voidsent could freely enter our world. The covenant, I'm afraid to say, is still in effect. However, being of the Emperor's lineage, Uni and I believe we can annul it. By his blood, Zandy sealed his dark pact. By our blood, it shall be undone. It is time. Oh, be still, my beating heart. For a moment, I feared this outing would end in disappointment, but my readings were not mistaken. Not even Ultima Weapon compares to this. What are you going on about? The Covenant is everlasting. And so Mercedes is brought into the fold. Soon all the world shall be united under Allegan rule. And yet, with every dream that becomes a reality, the memory of death grows ever more vivid, and ends void bereft of life, light, and warmth. Though I may have defeated death, it did not leave me unscathed. Nay, its ravening claws scarred my soul for eternity. Never shall I know peace. Is there no end to them? 1 in 7 helps is happening. He's got some moves. Nero, were they part of your grand plan too? Save your japes, Garland. I didn't put up with your arrogant face to play a fortress clones. Something controls them. Avoid sin. No ordinary one at that. Doga. Doga! Confound it. Without them, there's no way to master the darkness. That power is mine. Nero! Freaking idiot. The covenant shall be honored. I am the cloud of darkness. I shall devour your light and return this world to the void. Cloud of darkness time, baby. What? Everyone left? Alright, let's get this going. Well, this happened within the tower. God's preserve. No, I refuse to give up. We must save Doga and Uni. We share the same eye, 'tis true, but that's not what motivates me. Above all, I wish to help them fulfill their mission, a mission whose burden they've borne for thousands of years, and besides, we cannot leave matters as they are. So long as Zandy's Dark Covenant is binding, our world is in danger. It is our duty to prevent the worst from coming to pass. I am with Graha. However slim the odds, we must try to save Uni and Doga. Aye, and that bastard Nero as well. If only to make certain he won't make any more mischief. I shall consult experts and ledger both. I swear to leave no stone unturned. Dun dun! Ah, Aodes, it is good you are come. I have news you must be made aware of. Alas, none of it bodes well for us, nor for Uni, Doga, and Nero imprisoned in the Dark Realm. Think back on our last foray in the Syracuse Tower, if you will. The calamity stirred the place from its long slumber and awoke Emperor Zandi, but you, Aod, you ensured he was laid to rest permanently. Yet the Emperor had sealed a binding covenant with the terrible void sent known as the Cloud of Darkness. Even as Doga and Uni labored to annul this contract, the entity reached through a rift and dragged the pair of them and Nero out of our realm. Since that day, Noah has devoted itself to rescuing Uni, Doga, and Nero from beyond the rift. Our research, however, has exposed a far more dire problem. The Crystal Tower still acts upon Emperor Andy's orders and collects energy to open another void gate as we speak. Indeed, the place nigh hums with energy. We've done all we can to stop the Imperial edicts, but to no avail. Just as the gate would only open for Uni and Doga, so too would the tower only heed those with the royal blood of Alag. 'Tis a most galling design. Granted, this was not always so vexurious, according to the Allagan tombstone Nero presented us. We know but one way out of this predicament: to rescue those who can control the tower from beyond the Dark Realm and heal the rift shut after them. And mercifully, not all of our news is quite so bleak. AOD, just the man we need. The device is nearly ready, though attaching the damnable thing to Syracuse Tower took every ounce of ingenuity the Ironworks has got, but it should produce the energy we need. Shall we make our way to the Crystal Tower? Meh. AOD, I bet you're here to watch us fry open a rift between worlds, eh? We're almost ready. Syracuse Tower is full of engineers scurrying about making adjustments. We're dealing with a lot of power, and if single coupling's off, well, boom! But it should be fine, really. Anyway, you'd best wait at the top. The chief's there overseeing the whole operation. My friends, you've arrived. I'm just waiting for my engineers to give the signal. Then we'll see if we can't open a gateway to another world. Is there something amiss, Graha? Ah, Emperor Zandi's throne. How the mighty have fallen, eh? Once it stood as a symbol of Alag's art and power. Now it's nothing more than an empty chair. Just imagine if Algan civilization had lived on and a just emperor still sat on that throne. How different would our history be? How much further would we have advanced? Unfortunately, there was no stopping Zandi and his ambition. There were those who tried. Zandi's war of domination left no one unscathed. Unable to abide the horrors inflicted upon the people, warriors young and brave took up the sword against Alag. These men and women became as beacons of hope to those who had suffered, not unlike the warriors of light in our age. But this merely hastened their destruction. Just as they moved toward Alag's heart for the kill, Zandi lashed out in anger and frustration, as trapped beasts are wont to do. In its desperation, Zandi desired that a great rift be opened to hasten the cloud of darkness coming. To this end, he commanded the sun's power held within Dalman to be emptied into Syracuse Tower at once. The act bore terrible consequences. The tower only withstood the blast by flooding the land below with energy. Syracuse was swallowed by the airy, very earth upon which it once stood. The fourth umbral calamity. I had learned of its cause from Muni and Doga. I had no idea that rebellion incited Zandi's rashness so. Your knowledge of Algan history is astounding, Graha. Why, a man could only study for 2 lifetimes to learn half of what you know. Mayhap. 'Tis strange, though. I cannot seem to remember where I learned such things. Let's get started. Let's see what this mission can do. Now, Biggs. This is our only gambit, but I have every faith you will succeed. Erdi, I wish to speak to you about my eye. As you're no doubt aware, 'tis a trait seen only among Allegan royalty. Long have I pondered why such is my inheritance. The Sanguine hue must have some bearing upon my destiny. This much Doga himself admitted, but what? In truth, the more I learn about the tower, the less I am myself. Somehow meeting these two clones has wrought a great change in me. I'm consumed with remembering something ancient but ever so important. And my father's words echo in my mind, the self-same ones his father told him. The truth of our eye rests with Alag. Mayhap what I wish to remember in these words are related, mayhap not. But I know I must learn the truth that history hides from me. I would see this journey, our journey, through to the very end of my own two eyes. So I implore you, allow me to join you beyond the rift. The world of darkness now accessible. Hmm. Let's do this, guys. All right, here we go. That looks so cool. Oh, it's gonna be stressful. Let's get him down. Come on, let's get it. Right. Right. I was confused about that. All right. Nice. All right. Let's see. But doing he's right. Alright, once we get close. Nice. Alrighty. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's got a darkness. Here we go. Ow. What the fuck? Okay. Alrighty. That was fun. Yoga, Uni, can you hear me? Nero. Must you be so infernally loud? Are you so keen to attract more void scent? Though I don't blame you for missing my company. Link the 12, are you alright? As alright can be expected, Uni is simply passed out. Nero, by the gods, what's happened to you? Alas, his wounds were too deep and allowed this foul place entry to his body. Now darkness calls at the aether of his very form. Would that we could have protected him. The cloud of darkness was bound by Zandi's unholy covenant to bring prosperity to Algan royalty. The same blood that sealed this contract gives us a measure of protection. I say a measure, for this vow does not protect us from utter void scent. The cloud imprisoned us here precisely to unleash fiends upon us. We would be dead had Nero not defended us so valiantly. You mistake my actions not for kindness. I have use for you yet in Eorzan, and simply can let harm befall you here. Where? Uni, you're safe. Our friends have come for us. Have they? Then perhaps, Doga, there is yet hope we may fulfill our purpose. Mortals, you have dared to challenge me and now must feel my wrath. Do you think to destroy me in my realm? Here I am eternal. I will smother your light and tomb your bones among my shadows. Aerdi, Graha, you must flee. You and Doga mean to stay here? What is this trickery? Your blood. You too gain protection from Zandi's blood. Graha, you are possessed of royal blood. That is why the royal eye runs in your line. 'Tis a gift you have inherited. Graha, you have been granted authority of the Crystal Tower. I had thought time would consume all of Alag that was. That man should still with his forebears' blood in his age can be no coincidence. Some person must have planted this gift in your line and used the highest of Algan technology to do so. True, the Crystal Tower is not like to recognize you as Algan, nor are you not as you are now. But your royal eyes bespeaks a simple truth. Within you dwells one feeble glitter that will illuminate all, the light of hope. But how should I use this light? Pray tell me. You must gain control of the tower. We will share our blood with you, Graha. Though its effects will be but ephemeral, it will boost the Algan presence within you. The circuit to you that you may fulfill your destiny. All of the royal eye are bound to fate by Alag. Our part in this journey is to bury Xandi's dark invasions in the past. This was the true Uni and Doga's purpose, one we have carried into the future. You must leave us as well, Nero. I am sorry we cannot live to your expectations. I must return to you what is yours, though. You dropped it while defending us. What you seek by disenchantment may not be possible, Nero, but do not give up. There are many other paths that await you. Of course they do. Doga, Uni, thank you. We shall never forget you. Now, AOD, Nero, let us quit this place. You shall now escape me, impudent children of light. No, you shall not escape us. Here, Xandi's bloodstained dreams of glory end. There, the glint of light. It grows faint. Then the bridge between realms grows fragile by the Covenant's annulment. If that light dies, we are stranded here. Hurry. No, you must move. Leave me. I don't need you. If I die here, it'll because I bloody well decided to. I failed to master darkness. I'll not suffer a green boy master the tower. Do what you will with it, but remember me, son of Alag. I am Nero Tolskavia, the man who will yet outdo Alag and Garland. May Crystal Tower again be a beacon of hope for mankind. Go, damn you. But how did those damn clones did it after all? Now onwards. You owe me, Nero. The hell's I do? You returned unharmed. Thank the gods. When that void gate started to close, I had never felt so powerless in all my life. Where are Uni and Doga? They're not. I see. I almost said two of them dearly, but I am happy they fulfilled their purpose. We who live on must still attend to the Crystal Tower, though we now have no one able to seal it. That's not true, my friend. Uni and Doga have entrusted me with their blood. I can now control the Crystal Tower. Gaha, yes, I can see in your eyes. Good, then let's put an end to this and seal away the tower. I understand your instinct, Ramorose, but please, give us a moment to rest. I am weary to the bone, and Nero and AOD are both emerged from long battle. Of course, you have the right of it. Come, we shall leave this place for a spell and prepare to St. Quinarch's find. None but you could have succeeded in the world of darkness, AOD. Would that I could have been of more use beyond the rift. As it stands, I was but a vessel for Doga and Uni's blood. Have I remembered what I wished to? Yes, something has come back to me. Gaining royal blood and witnessing true bravery has reminded me of my forebear's dearest wish. But we need not speak of these things now. It was not my place to keep you. Pray, go on ahead of me. There's something small I would do before I return. I could not have asked for a better comrade. If only I could have been part of your adventures for longer, AOD. Alas, fate dictates I have a different role to play. A wish hidden for millennia, brought to light by the good people of Noah. Now, finally, 'tis my time to see it realized. Inventory. Alright, let's finish this quest. I cannot express how glad I am you returned safely, AD, and with the means to dispel the threat of the Crystal Tower for good. Rest if you will, then let us free ourselves from the specter of the Allagans. Alright, be right back. So the Alganite that runs in Graha's line does mean that royal blood flows in his veins. I suppose it's not so odd to think his forebears granted it by ancient technology, but who imbued his family with the blood and for what purpose? May us all fate from discovering the Tower to Graha, gaining Uni and Oga's blood. AOD, you say Graha stayed behind at the Crystal Tower. I wonder if he even now prepares to seal the place off. Master Rembros, Master Rembros. 'Tis Graha. Sir, he came into the Crystal Tower, began ordering researchers out. What? Why would he do such a thing? I don't know, sir, but he was quite insistent. He all but bodily forced me out of the gates. I suppose it's possible he told one of the others, but I wasted no time in finding out. I thought it best to hasten here and ask for your guidance. Go no further, my friends. The doors will close ere long. So you are of a mind to seal the tower, Graha. I know time is of the essence, but all I ask is a hint of your plan. Please come here so we can discuss this. No, my apologies, but I cannot. Come on, come, man. What is this nonsense? It's autumn mist. Surely we can help. Not this time, my friend. Just as Uni and Doga fulfilled their destiny, so too must I fulfill mine. My blood has awakened me to this fact. As my father told me, the truth is always lain in Valak, or rather, 'twas there the wish I must grant my. Or rather, 'twas there the wish I must grant was born. See, not all of the world perished in the Zandy's calamity. Survivors stood amidst the ruins of Valag, looking to the Crystal Tower, but it was nowhere to be seen. Yet they hoped its spires would again dominate the land and prayed that the Crystal Tower would be a beacon of hope to people everywhere. Word of this soon reached the only member of Alag's royalty to outlive the Empire, the Princess Selena. Selena was moved by the people's dearest wish. She used the very best of Alag's technology to give her blood and memories to he whom she trusted the most. That man was my forebearer. For millennia we waited. Alag's art and ingenuity faded. Our royal blood grew thin, but before the last drop could vanish from the realm, the memory of all this returned to me. And now I must fulfill the wish of the ancients. The tower will shine forth as a beacon of new hope. Garha, the Crystal Tower's strength poses too great a threat to Eorzea now. We would need technology as advanced as Alex uses it correctly. As Sphinx Sand, we barely understand the tower's workings. Hell, we may never fully comprehend them. "'Tis as you say," said. "We could wait for someone someday to reach the same heights as Alag, but by then we would have lost royal blood and the means to control the tower. But what if I do as Amon, what if I do as Amon did and put the tower into a deep sleep?" "What? You cannot mean that." "I am deadly serious," Sid. "The tower may only be used once men rival the Alex in knowledge. I will slumber within Sicrius Tower until then to greet those with the means to open the gates. Then I will guide them, and thus will the tower shine forth as a beacon of hope it was meant to be. It is the only way to make the wishes of the ancients come true." The future is where my destiny awaits. But yours lies outside of these doors. Go, create a future where hope reigns, and the tragedies of the past are but memories. No one but you can accomplish such things. Nothing we say will make you change your mind, will it? Onwards to a brighter future. It won't be easy, of course, but that's exactly why we'll do it. You shall be witness to Noah's accomplishments. Pray keep alive our successes and forgive us our failures. And may we meet again, my friend. The 12 keep you till then, Remboros. I look forward to learning of your exploits. And you, Aod, I know history will remember you. No doubt your heroism will be the star by which I chart my course when I awake. Now I must rest. Recalling so much has put me in the mood for sleep. Farewell, my friends. I eagerly await a future born of your courage and the ancients' wish. The crystal tower slumbers again. Then, 'tis too quiet for my taste. Goodbye, Sid. I must put all this at my back. Possibility beckons and I'm bound to follow. A new dawn has come for me. Interesting. Bye. You don't want this fight. You don't want this fight. You have just met Sid, deity. There is much that needs his attention if he's to fulfill Graha's wishes, it seems. But this is not the end of Noah, no matter how lonely St. Coinarch's find has become for our friend's departure. You have completed the Crystal Tower quest series.